Welcome to Football with Cheese. So in this video, we're going to discuss Trey Hendrickson, former Cincinnati Bengal, signing a free agent contract with the Baltimore Ravens, how it happened and what it means for the Ravens going forward. And I'm also, later today, going to make a video about the Max Crosby not being traded to the Baltimore Ravens fallout. I'm going to go over 3 possibilities of why it happened. So if you are a tinfoil hat person, you will like that video. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notification so you never miss one of my videos. Like I said, this video will be more about Trey Hendrickson, how it affects the Bengals and the Ravens. Okay, so who is Trey Hendrickson? He's an edge rusher, 3rd round pick in the 2017 draft out of Florida Atlantic. He's from Florida. And because he went to Florida Atlantic and not Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, places like that, he fell to the 3rd round. Typically, smaller school guys fall down the draft board a little bit because they're more of a risk. You put up really good production, but you're not facing the best competition. So he falls to the 3rd round, and he's a backup the first 3 years in New Orleans. And then he has a year 4 breakout. And a lot of guys that aren't so great their first 3 years and have this year 4 breakout right before they're about to be free agents don't always pan out in free agency. But the Bengals take the risk. They sign him anyway, and he has an amazing career with the Bengals. 4 straight Pro Bowls in 2021 to 2024. In 2023 and 2024, he has 17.5 sacks and led the league in 2024. So the Bengals had to make a decision before last season. Do we extend him? Do we trade him or let him play out the year? And then the Browns gave Myles Garrett over $40 million a year, which reset the market. And I think the Bengals did try to extend him, probably somewhere in the $27 to $30 million range, which is what he ended up getting with Baltimore. 4 years, $112 million, $60 million guaranteed, probably somewhere in that range. And Trey Hendrickson's probably thinking, well, if Myles Garrett makes $40 million a year, I should make 34, 35, maybe even 36 million. I'm not on that level, but I'm still one of the best 10 pass rushers in the NFL. Even though I'm 30 years old and I'm older than Myles Garrett, I should get that money. And so they didn't come to an agreement. So at that point, what the Bengals should have done is said, okay, he's probably going to leave in free agency. We're probably not going to re-sign him, so let's trade him. You probably could have gotten a 1st round pick in 2025 and maybe a 3rd or 4th in 2026. That's what I think his value was. You're not getting 2 1st round picks like the Cowboys got from Micah Parsons because, once again, he's not on that level. But if somebody offers you a 1st round pick plus a mid-round pick the next year, you have to take that. Because all they're going to get is a 3rd round compensatory pick now in the 2027 draft. They did the worst possible thing. You should have either extended him or traded him. Instead, they just gave him more money last year just to keep him happy. So you paid him more and he's still left. Makes absolutely no sense why they did that. Bengals could not have handled it worse. And now he signs a contract with one of your big rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. And I think Trey Hendrickson obviously overplayed his hand. I think he thought he would get 34, 35 million in free agency because he was the best pass rusher available, but not the youngest. People like Odafe Owa, Bowie Mafe, who did sign with the Bengals, Jalen Phillips are just much younger. So Trey Hendrickson probably thought he was going to get more, and that's why he didn't sign right away. And I will go over this in the Max Crosby video. Baltimore Ravens are seeing he's still available. Like, maybe we could spend the money on Hendrickson and keep the draft picks. And his price probably dropped. Like I said, I think he wanted 34, 35 million a year. And it dropped to 28 because it was as much interest as he thought, or at least people not going to that price. And maybe Baltimore, after they lost Linderbaum, and after his price dropped, said, yeah, sorry, let's make sure we fail his physical. Like I said, more on that in the next video. But Baltimore, this is a great move for them. They keep the 2 1st round picks, the 14th overall this year, and they get one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. He did only play 7 games this past year. He was injured, but for the most part, he has been reliable in his career. And pass rush is a humongous need for the Ravens. Obviously, they tried to trade for Max Crosby. I wouldn't be surprised if they add another edge rusher in the draft because they did not get as much out of Mike Green. Very productive player at Marshall, who was their 2nd round pick in the 2025 draft. So, great move for Baltimore. I'm sure their fans are happy they're keeping their draft picks. I'm sure Eric DeCosta is happy he's keeping the draft picks. I will talk about DeCosta in the Max Crosby video. Bengals fans are pissed. Raiders fans are pissed. A lot of people are pissed, but not Ravens fans. So, what do you think of the signing? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Me and Mike, we do the Lights Out podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Link in the description. We talk baseball, college football, and of course, NFL. We will talk about this because Mike is a Bengals fan, and I'm sure he's not very happy today. Share this with anyone who loves football. I cover all 32 teams on this channel. Big emphasis on the NFL draft. Check out this video if you have not, and I'll see you in the next one.